And here we go as we continue with this edition of News You Can Use. Dianna Montague joins me right now, better known as the Iron Lady. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It is so good to see you, and it's so funny because it's like we don't know each other, know each other,
Right.
but as it would happen, as life would happen, over the last few years, we run into each other here and there at events, and you always give me your card, or I give you my card, and we're going to get together. And then we never did. Right. But this time, Med-Week of 2014, thank you, City Councilman Curtis Jones Jr. for having me there at your event. We reconnected again, and this time, I kept my word, and you kept yours, and here we are on this TV set. I have found you to be very fascinating because you are what I consider bold and daring, because you're doing something different than maybe what a lot of women would do. You're in a real man's world, and you're succeeding as a woman. So that's how you got to be known as Iron Lady, or at least that's part of the story.
Yes.
You tell us the story. How did you get to be known as Iron Lady, for real, for real?
Well, it started a long time ago. I went to welding school. Actually, I saw a movie. It's called Flashdance.
Flashdance, okay.
It was a long time ago, and it looked fascinating. She was a welder, the steel mill and all that, so it looked fascinating. So
That's how your business card is, with the welder's thing on the card,
So I decided to go to school and try it out, and I went to trade school on my own and became a natural. I was actually a natural at it because I picked up so fast, and I liked it.
What trade school is it still around today? Does it still exist?
No, it was called WTTI, Welders Training and Testing Institute, but I'm actually still in contact with my instructor. He has a school now, I think it's ITTI up in Frankfurt, and
so you like this welding thing?
Yes, yes.
And that's how you started. And so then, did you like get in a union or something to be able to work in it? Did you have to get in a union to work in that field?
Well, he suggested that I get into the union. He suggested that I get into the Ironworkers Local 401. And when I went to do that, actually, I didn't see any women, so I was kind of, a little scared and all. And I decided to go down the shipyard.
Did they welcome you?
Well, no. They didn't really welcome me.
This is a man's world.
Right, yes, yes. They didn't welcome me, but I really wasn't scared. I was going to take the challenge on anyway. But I decided to go down to Navy Yard, and by doing that, I got a chance to travel around the country. So
you got work at the Navy Yard?
Yes. Yes.
As a welder? As
a welder.
And then you started traveling because of the job?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, I got a job down there as a welder's helper, and I would repair the Navy vessels, and get them ready for war.
Were there women down there doing what you were doing?
It was
a few, a handful, or more than a handful?
It was like a handful of us as welders, but it was more in other trades.
Yes.
And I felt more at home, other girls, so. Got a chance to be with
So we got to fast forward because we only have so much time with this show.
Yes.
But so when did you step out on faith and say, I'm going to have my own business?
Okay. Well, I guess after my shipyard, I had to hang my hat up, as far as the shipyard days are concerned. And I decided, I still have a yearning to be iron worker. So I went and I applied for Local 405, which is a reinforcing local in Philadelphia here. And after graduation, an opportunity came for me to start my own company. And I just, as all challenges, I always take them on. And I just took that challenge on. And now here, I'm Iron Lady Enterprises, and I'm the owner.
And Iron Lady Enterprises does a heck of a lot more than simply doing welding. I'm not putting welding down like that's a small little thing, but you've grown, you've evolved, and you're building bridges?
Yes, yes. Well, actually, I decided to go into the reinforcing part of the ironworking trade because I've been a welder for so long. So now I do very little welding, and now I build bridges and roads and buildings and foundations and caissons.
So you have people that work under you, architects and all kinds of folks that know how to do the renderings and the what have you and the technical measuring so that everything is smooth and copacetic.
Yes, well, I'm a subcontractor, and I work for large companies, and when they hire me, a lot of that work is already done and figured out what they want to build. So when I come in, you know, they basically give me the plans, and I just go to work from there.
Wow.
And I build buildings and roads. Like I said, I've built a couple bridges for PennDOT here in the city, and
I wish they'd hire you to fix up all these bridges around
Well,
here, because
yeah,
if
me
I'm
too.
driving along sometimes and I'm looking at cracks and this and that, and I'm like, we need to step it up here.
Well,
And we got
that's
a new
coming.
governor coming. We'll see what he does
That's
about
coming. Well, they also they have a project that they awarded maybe like a joint venture contract to for 500 bridges actually to be built in here in the city. So we're actually trying to get on those, and you know, so hopefully I'll be around them.
Well, it is so
help
nice
build
to
them.
know you and to know what you're doing, and to be up for the challenge in an industry that is still largely male dominated. But for you and for other women who step up to the plate and are not afraid to take on those challenges, I really, really admire you a lot. So now, a little bit more of your background in the last part of the time that we have. You're from Philadelphia,
Yes.
native of Philadelphia, graduate of Philadelphia Public School.
Yes.
Which
yes.
one?
Strawberry Mansion.
Strawberry Mansion. Do
Yes.
you ever go back and talk to the
Well-
kids at career day or anything?
Well, I haven't had a chance to actually talk with the kids, but I did go back and I spoke with the principal, and I let her know that I'm there, you know, anytime she needed
You're
me.
willing.
Yes.
Need to give you a
and-
call and give you a little
Right.
heads up.
And I also would like to hire some of the children one day, because we also started an initiative. It's called From the Streets to Our Highways, where we want to take inner city kids and teach them a trade and get them to help build some of these bridges in America.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah,
That
that's
sounds like
gonna
an awesome opportunity, and I certainly hope that the principal of Strawberry Mansion High School will take you up on that offer and pick some of her best students who are interested
Right.
in that line of work and give them that opportunity for that training. It's a whole new
Yes.
future that you can help make happen for them. Yeah.
Yes.
So what advice would you give to other women, real quick, who are watching this program, who are saying, you know what, I've always wanted to be in construction, but I thought nobody would take me seriously, or I just didn't think the opportunity would be there for me. So what would you say to them to encourage them?
Well, I just say, you know, I always tell people, just be passionate about whatever you want to do. That's first and foremost. But if you want to do that, there's always an opening. There's always a market for women in this business. You know, project management, actually in the construction field, design. It's just so broad.
Just do it.
And just do it. Yes,
Okay,
just
okay.
try it. You
Okay.
know.
Give us your website real quick as we say goodbye.
Okay, it's Iron Lady at ironladyenterprises.com.
Okay.
So that's Iron Lady at Iron Lady Enterprises with the S on the end.com.
All right, so people can
Yes.
check her out even further if you want to know more about this wonderful business right here, homegrown in Philadelphia. Thank you.
Thank you.
For joining us on the program, and we look forward to seeing you again. Take
Okay,
care.
thank you.
All right,
Thank
all right. And